2. I don't even want to look.
My fingers wouldn't go down.
Welcome, everybody, to the Natural Ones, where our hands don't work, but our minds do. I don't even know if that's true. We're excited tonight. I mean, at least I am. We've had to take a week away, and so it's been a second since I've sat down here. A lot of crazy things happening at work and other things, and by this time this episode comes out, you guys have already seen our all women's game that is happening in our timeline on Tuesday.
We
So
would
tune in the past.
we would have plugged it in any of these episodes, but it wasn't being made until we'd already recorded all of the episodes that would have aired before the game happened.
Yeah, so like we didn't. But you can check that out on VOD. You could also, obviously we'll have a couple other trailers most likely. So, are there any other big announcements that we need to make? Any other things on our docket?
Well, considering this is probably coming out in April, maybe May, I don't know. Don't forget to drink water, y'all.
This just in. Canadian bacon is just ordinary ham.
What?
It's my favorite
Is that
Dudley
true?
Do-Right. It's my favorite Dudley Do-Right jokes. Yeah, Canadian said it, so it's probably true.
You all of everyone said yes very confidently. Now I still don't know. Is it a joke or is it real?
It's just
No,
ham.
it really is just ham.
Is it a joke or is it real?
Have you eaten?
I mean, both. It is a fact delivered to be a joke.
It's not wrong. So, last we left off Dardu's. Yep. Dardu's. We saw them tunneling through the Underdark and coming upon I almost said Underdark twice. Upon the city of Deneth Tormen, which is like this expansive, miles-wide cavern that helps, with like Drow and Duergar and the Deep Gnomes, because I could never say the actual name that they have as the Deep Gnomes. It's like Svinlil Farm or something. I can't do it.
Where's the Dwemer at?
The Dwemer?
Yeah.
Do you mean the...
Don't worry about it.
Doesn't matter. We'll talk about it later. This society, this underground society that has existed here for as long as there's been the above ground, and was actually a society that blended well with the miners above, and kind of like worked with them over the past few decades to kind of cultivate some of the raw materials of the Underdark. They met with some of the rangers of the Underdark, kind of took them in and said, hey, we actually need your help. And so far they have... these notes are happening. So...
It's like the world's crinkliest paper.
It's so funny. It's just like... You're
My
just
mic's not
peacefully...
picking it up.
No,
I'm
it
making
is
sure.
for us, though.
This
so-
mic might be,
Yes.
but the one that all of the audience will be hearing.
No,
will
I
not.
No, I have to edit that out.
Yeah,
like, all
you
the
gotta
time.
you gotta go for her. You gotta know. But they have since they are tracking a quarry. They were tracking a devil that had a contract over both Setlali and Panther, and they had been following it through the Underdark, through this city. And what they found was that it actually potentially had something to do with this man named Pelos Quill. And once they actually got into the building that Pelos was known to be in, they found a secret compartment that led them further and further and further down to the Underdark. They came to this sort of lava hellscape of a center, and they're standing. There was Pelos, and after a great fight between all of them, they've been able to defeat the devil. and they actually got some of the ore that they had been looking for. They also left behind the skeleton, and they are currently racing up the steps back towards the city to try to leave as surreptitiously as possible, as given to instructions as given by the Rangers, trying to say like, we can distract them for a time, but you got to get out at the like we don't know how long, and after that you're on your own. It's the best we can do. So we open there. You're heading up the tunnel with the stairs, kind of keeping this pace going up. Obviously it's taking you less time to get up these stairs. You have to be careful and things, but it's much less. The dangers below, and what awaits you above. So there's no longer any sort of like hesitation. Let's see. So, can you remind me just real quick? You guys took the foot, right? That's what you guys decided to take from the skeleton? You guys decided to take a foot?
Was it the whole foot or just like a toe?
As I understood it, was like the foot. You guys like broke it at the ankle and took the foot.
It was a while ago.
My
don't
notes
remember.
are missing. And I'm sure they're in this noisy notebook somewhere.
My point is, you guys put the ore in Flanagan's hole,
Yeah.
and you guys haven't, and you guys didn't put the foot in there, as I understood it.
No, we didn't shove the foot in Flanagan's hole.
You didn't. Yeah, you didn't. So, who is currently in possession of the foot?
I thought Nameless, because wasn't
I thought we were like
Take
talking about it, and Amos was like, "Oh my god, fine," and she just like took the foot and like.
That sounds about right. Sure,
Yeah,
I have
that's
a
what
foot.
I mean. All right, all right, okay. So you're running up the
That's
steps,
gonna
running up the
end
steps, running up the steps, and you, after about 15 minutes, you come to the top. The broken, mangled metal from the doorway is still there, but you don't hear any noise from the inside of the next room, right? Like the entryway into the catacombs that you guys took. That's on the other side of this wall. You don't hear any movement. You don't hear any sounds or anything.
We were gonna do pass after we get to the tunnels, right?
Yeah, pass
But
without trace.
invisibility now.
Yeah, I think pass without trace when we are going through the tunnels, so that we don't leave tracks. But like,
Okay.
we're not. Yeah, it's fine to leave tracks here. They know we're in the city. And honestly, we want them to find this. So
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna do invisibility on Panther and Setlali. So that's a 3rd level casting.
Got it. So both Lolly, Panther, you are now invisible as long as he maintains concentration on the spell.
I'm also going to use my channel divinity to regain a 2nd level spell slot while we're.
Is that it's as a bonus action, correct?
As a bonus action, yeah.
Okay, great. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like as part of a short rest or something like that.
No. I can do it twice in a long rest. So,
Got it.
yeah.
Thank you. As the two of you, your visage disappears. What are the rest of you doing?
Do we meet at the tunnel entrance, or just have them go and we follow when we can, and all meet up once we're out of here?
I'd say get to the tunnel entrance. So Lolly and Panther should be able to stay hidden. Nameless can probably be pretty indiscreet as well. But
I don't know how many birds are around here, I realized.
probably not many, but if you're small enough,
But
we're going to be
it'll
making
be
a lot of
small.
noise.
Yeah.
There's also another creature you know of that is winged. Leathery wings, of course, but more often found in caves.
Oh, yes. I would like to be a fruit bat.
Okay.
Alright.
Take out an apple, catch.
We're going to
That's
lead
so
them.
cute.
We'll lead them in a different direction first to give you more of a clear path, and then we'll head for the exit. When we get there, let's move as quickly as possible and make sure we don't leave tracks behind in the process. We should be able to get out. And let's try not to hurt anybody as well.
Are you just like gonna rip roar through the door? But I didn't mean that to rhyme, but go me. But like literally, are you just gonna like go through the door like guns a-blazing? Or are you guys are we gonna go out there and see what it's like first?
We're gonna see what it's like first.
Oh, okay. I got a little nervous there. Okay. I was like, wait a moment.
Yes, Set Lolly.
So I'm gonna raise my hand and remember I'm invisible and go, I forgot I was invisible for a second. Do you guys want me to go outside first? I mean, I am invisible, and so I can see if anyone's out there.
Yeah, go peek quick. Seems good.
All...
I do it stealthily, though, still. Just because I'm invisible doesn't mean that they won't be able to see me, so I'm stealthy AF.
Well, you step out. Let me understand. Are you guys stepping into the catacomb room and then you're going up to the door, or are a lot of you still staying behind in the?
I figured we're in the catacomb.
Yeah.
Okay. Push through. Lolly, go ahead and give me a stealth check as you open the door, trying to push forward and see.
Oh snap! First roll of the game. Ooh yeah. 24.
You create this effect with the door, essentially, as if you don't really hold onto the latch very long. It almost looks like the door just kind of opens up on its own as you push forward. You look up. There's nobody up on the staircase leading back up to the top ground. It's like there's nobody distinctly in front of the doorway anymore.
So I tell them that.
I mean, we go for as far as we can silently, then start rip-roaring. Yes.
I think that's the play.
I mean, I could also fly up really quick, see if I see where they are generally, as a little bat.
Are you?
Oh, but you can't talk to us.
She hasn't turned into the bat yet, but I just.
But like after
but
being
if
shot.
she sees someone, she couldn't.
You guys could say like north, and I could echolocate. Yes or no. Like if you're like north, I go and I could be like, that's where they are. Is that how that works? Echolocation? Do I hear it?
No.
Probably.
But you could do like a 1 chirp yes, 2 chirps no. Like,
fruit bats still do it, yeah.
Bats still, squeak, but like more times than not, it's to find.
I mean, there's still gonna be a guard at the door to this, at the gate to get into this compound, right?
There was earlier. Probably not sneaking past him again, huh?
Probably not from this place. Yeah. All right.
What if I get a rock and throw it this time?
I think we just need to.
Hey, over here.
I think we just need to make noise. We're not getting past that guy.
Yeah. Do you want? Let's go start causing the distraction. You guys get to the entrance. We'll meet you there.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll throw the gate open and then just tool out on Pangolin.
I mean, after the top of the stairs, we don't have to ride it up the stairs like a Batman.
That's me becoming a bat.
That's you be bat.
Man.
So a lot of you head up the stairs as you all kind of step up and get back topside. You're hearing a large group of footsteps. Just like a lot of marching. It's not marching in time as much as it is a bunch of people stepping together, like hitting the city streets. And from your guys' point, like from your vantage point, you can see the gate is currently open, and the guard you charmed, Set Lolly, is currently talking to the guard you guys distracted, and it's sort of like pointing towards you guys. He's like, they're not like distinctly looking at you, but they're talking, and he's kind of like gesturing to your area.
Let's ride.
I
Let's
fly
go.
straight up.
So you guys are gonna push through?
Yep.
Just dart out the gate.
All right. So we are entering a skill challenge. All right. Because as you hop on Pangolin, the two of you, and just burst through the open door, barely like narrowly avoiding the guy who was suggested, and just kind of screeching past him. You see the mass of guards, and at the helm of them, at the front of their battalion, is the rangers that have helped you before, and you see their eyes kind of go, and then take this intake of breath, like, ooh, as you guys screech past and zoom forward. Lolly and Panther kind of using that distraction to at least move beyond the boundaries of the entrance gate and start moving through the city towards the exit. And as Nameless, you flap up, trying to get higher and move. Are you moving towards? You're moving towards the.
I'm gonna go like up so that like maybe like I'm not like within like visibly like quick visible eyesight, and then go forward.
Sure. It's not like that different, but like you shooting straight up, at least like you kind of gather that they've got a lot of other things distracting them at the moment to worry about. Bat.
It's like, oh, we have a fruit bat
Like,
problem.
look at that. Yeah, look, a rock. What do you?
But so we are entering a skill challenge. They have noticed this whole battalion of people have noticed the two of you and Pangolin, and you guys are peeling through the streets. So what this means is, they are like set on chasing you immediately. Like one of them calls out, points, and this battalion of people has started to move towards you guys. A skill challenge. Skill challenges are going to be as such, right? So you guys are trying to get out of this place. You guys can only succeed. You guys need a certain amount of successes, and you can only have so many failures before you're just failed completely.
This is the North Sea system. Okay.
So you have to be proficient in your skill to attempt it.
Uh-oh.
Are you not
and-
proficient in vehicle? Philip?
No.
Okay.
Is
That
an
ruins-
elk a vehicle?
That ruins one of my plots. It's all right. It's all right.
And after your first use, you must try a new skill. You can't just like keep using the same skill in a skill challenge. You have to keep trying new things. But you can also be creative with these things, right? So if you think of a way to utilize something, this is a group check, right? This is about you all making it out okay. You guys utilizing these distractions and using your direction and like helping, Panther and Sitlali helping each other get through the city back towards the entrance, right? So that's kind of what's going on right now. Also, you get the feeling from the way that they're stepping towards you that these people want to catch you, right? So we're gonna go around in a little circle. I'm gonna ask what skill you're trying to use to push past, okay? I know you're a bat. I'll allow you to use your character skills, is what I'll say.
I was like, I don't know, but I also don't know, like, I'm flying in the air, I guess. I just learned aerodynamics or something. I'll figure that
It's
out.
my favorite skill.
If you want to try to aid someone or something like that, that could still count towards your guys' successes. If you say, I want to use this to try to help this thing, right? So think about that. I'm not going to hit you first because Miles
Thank
and Chris
God.
already seem like they have an idea. So, and for the purposes of the skill
I have an
challenges,
idea,
I
too.
will play Panther. Okay, so you just worry about yourself. I'll play Panther.
Hey. Okay.
Well, okay, you can worry about them
No,
both.
I
if you
no
want
no
to.
no. You go
Alright.
go on, Sabatso.
And also, for the purposes of these, currently, since even though Pangolin has independent thought, we are going to be attaching your skill, basically, Liam. So Pangolin cannot make you fail or succeed. He can't. He could potentially aid you, but he's not going to be able to do roles like that. Okay.
I want to throw out an idea to you, Philip. Starting off, like, getting through this, like, kind of, like, big grouping. What about intimidation right off the bat? Just big, loud, fast, weird machine.
That's one of my first thoughts as well. I've also got pretty good intimidation.
Okay, what's your stat?
Plus
Oh,
8.
you're charisma caster, aren't you? So yes.
Yeah, intimidation's one of the best things I can do outside of persuasion, which I don't know if that's going to work here. Please move.
So, to move in the other direction, right? To distract them, you guys are basically going to have to drive through these people. Like you can't drive the other way because that's the way that Panther and Setlali need to be going. So you guys have to drive straight through them.
So
if that's what your plan is.
So intimidation to try and make them like kind of afraid to like get out of the way so they don't get hit.
Yeah.
All right, so you can use intimidation. What are you using, Liam, to try to drive through this?
I don't have all that many skills I'm proficient at that aren't tool sets. So, could I use Tinker tools to try and make Pangolin extra noisy as we drive through? I
Yes.
feel like using vehicles right away
Just
is gonna be
detach
silly.
muffler.
Well,
Yeah,
and
basically.
again, like Pangolin has independent thought. What I was trying to say with like he doesn't go towards your failures or your successes was just to say that like you can still use him as part of your movements and stuff like that. He's just going to be solely focused on moving, right? So he's not going to be able to do anything super crazy. He's
Man,
just
his
gonna
athletic skills are lit.
but he's just going to be moving the direction you want him to be moving. Okay, that's basically the interpretation here. Is that he has to focus all of his attention on trying to like weave through these things, and what are you doing to help him do that?
Cool.
So you're gonna use Tinker's tools to make him noisy. You're gonna use
Noisier.
intimidation to try to like draw these people towards you guys,
Yeah, gonna
like chase
Well,
after us.
yeah. I want to give up like
both-
some Mad Max vibes.
Both get them to part so we can get through and get them to chase us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Set Lolly.
I would like to start off with stealth. I know I'm
Alright.
already like invisible, but you know, the lighter on my feet, the better.
Right. Panther is going to he's going to try survival. He knows that if he can follow your scent as you're moving and he can follow your steps, he's going to make sure that he can, he's following the same sort of shadowy technique, but he wants to try to be a little bit ahead of you if he can so that he can help guide you guys towards the quickest path back towards the entrance. And Nameless?
Oh, I might have done this wrong. Can I use my perception to look for other bats so that I can try to get them to help us cause a distraction, like if needed?
That's fucking sweet.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
of course
yeah.
you can. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if I was right. I was like doing things.
No. It's all. That's the point of these skill challenges.
She
is
brings
it's
an
not,
army.
It's not supposed to be. So the
We
purpose
ride.
of, the purpose of these skill challenges isn't supposed to be so constringent on like this is a thing that you have to do to accomplish the puzzle. It's more to be like what can we do to like help out this scene. So that's kind of like he said. It's kind of like the North Seas thing. It's like I want to try to do this thing. And do I succeed or fail in that end?
Yeah, this feels like almost exactly like their complex challenge system.
Yes.
Which is lit.
But this challenge system is you guys are now actively being chased out of this city, and who knows how long that's going to go on. So you only have so many failures before you fail outright, and you have to reach a certain number of successes before you before we don't have to do the rules anymore. Okay. All right. So
Can I actually change that to that I'm trying to hear them so I can get advantage on the checks?
yeah, I mean,
Lit.
it's
It just says that rely on hearing, so I was just making sure that I clarify that.
well,
I'm
I mean,
hearing.
you're trying to find them, so it's more of like a It's
Maybe I hear them
technically
echolocating.
yeah.
Wouldn't
that's
all
what I
of
was
your
gonna-
perception be ear based?
Yeah, I think they're just
I
trying
have
to
blind sight, so yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. So yeah, don't worry. Anytime you roll perception, just assume you have advantage. But just
Okay.
notate again, everybody. Now that you've used this skill for the rest of the skill challenge, you may not use this skill.
I probably won't need to intimidate again. It's fine.
Okay. All right. Miles, go ahead and roll. Chris, go ahead and roll. And then we'll do Setlali and Panther, and then we'll do names.
Okay.
We'll basically do like because you guys are kind of in those separate three separate groups right now anyway. So. All right, what do we got, Chris?
I opened up with a natural 20.
Nice.
So for 28.
And Miles.
25.
Oh, fuck. Jeez, guys.
I have plus 12 to Tinker Tools. There's
So-
a reason I picked it to start.
Yeah, so I want to do like some Mad Max shit. Like I want to like stand up like on the
Okay.
on the bike, just like just like
Like blow a... Not like magic blow a fireball, like Ren Fair blow a fireball.
yeah,
I don't know.
just swinging the pick around like screaming.
Okay, yeah.
As
Super intimidating. You see these people like as they start stepping towards you guys, you get on the back and you start swinging your mace, and they're just immediately like, "Fuck!" Like, no. Miles with a 25. How are you like tinkering? What are you doing to like make him noisy?
Make flames come out.
Honestly, I just like flip my hammer to the Tinker Tools. A little lighter pops up. I hold it back to the muffler.
I don't know how you're doing it behind. It's fine. It's all fantasy. We're all good. But yeah, so you're just like making this this like giant guttural flame just shoots out like 30 feet behind you as you push forward. You like sputter a bit, and like as you guys are pushing through, and the wave of people just kind of moves beyond. You try to make parting the ways for you guys. You guys zoom off in the other direction. Those are that's 2 successes, then, guys. Way to go!
All right, we did the cool thing. One of the cool
So,
things. I have one idea. I don't know if we're gonna get to do it, but I have one idea that I think will be a lot of fun.
All right, so Lolly and Panther. So Lolly, you're rolling stealth. Panther is rolling survival. He rolled a 19. What does he get for survival? Is wisdom. So if he doesn't already have the, I'm kind of ad hocing Panther a little bit because he would have certain things.
Technically doesn't have that, but it's
So I mean,
plus
I'm
2.
ad hocing.
So
Okay,
21.
so 21. Very nice. Set Lolly.
15.
15.
Yeah.
Wait, don't you get advantage for being invisible or no?
Invisible creatures is impossible to see. Creature's location can be detected. Attack rolls against the creature have disadvantage, and the creature's attack rolls have advantage. No designation about stealth rolls.
Cool.
You can still make noise, but any perception check just to see you would fail.
There's also a lot of noise going on right
So, like, well, you know what DC is.
Maybe they're all bats.
now. That's true. I guess you'd be the only person that can see Set Lolly because you've got echolocation.
Oh, lit.
So you can actually see Set Lolly and Panther, probably.
So, well, no, it's only 30 feet. I think its blind sight is pretty limited for bats. But Setlali, as you're moving in with Panther, and he's trying to move you guys at a good pace. You're like looking behind you as you hear the flames jutting out, and as you guys kind of keep moving through, you kind of keep hearing the commotion those two are making as they're like ripping through the streets, and Philip's guttural screams on the back of Pangolin are just like echoing through the entire city. You kind of get distracted, and as you turn a corner, there's like a huge gathering of people by a fountain that you just tumble into, and so a bunch of people are like looking around, and like they just felt something hit them, and so you like accidentally splash into the water, and as it creates this sort of effect over you and the water hits your body, you like get up and you kind of keep moving with Panther as your wet footprints leave this kind of like little trail behind you. that's to you, Nameless. Perception. Hey. It's okay.
But she can run.
You got this next time.
7.
I told you I was gonna ruin everything.
Jesus. 15's not a bad roll. That's the point. So 27. All right.
I find a whole bunch of bats.
In fact, you do.
gonna-
It takes you a minute to kind of like get up high enough into the stalactites and stalactites. You know, and you're screeching out, and hoping to find something to come back to you. And there's this moment where it's like those cartoon moments where like all the eyes open up and like you see all the eyes of the critters of the night. And so you're like, as you screech out one of these last times, there's a swarm of them. And so they're kind of like waiting. They're waiting to hear what you want to do, and that's where we come to the next skill challenge. So, how are the two of you going to continue to drive through the streets? Because just remember, the longer you distract, you guys still have to get back towards the entrance. So you guys have been zooming through the city, kind of like scratching by, and you realize that like the time you've given, it's been about 7 minutes. So you're like, at this point, they should have been able to get about halfway. We have to start making our way back towards there somehow. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck here. So, how are you guys going to push back towards the entrance? And Lolly, Panther have to figure out how are you guys going to continue moving through the city, right? You can't use the same skills. And Nameless, how do you want to persuade these bats? You don't have to use persuasion, but like, how do you want to talk to them to like convince them to do the thing that you want to do? And I will say we're going to start with Nameless because if she does, I'll give the four of you advantage on your roll if she succeeds. So what skill are you looking for, Nameless, to push us through?
I have to be proficient in it, correct?
As a character, right? Not as a bat. I'll let that, you know. Similarly to Panther, I'm trying to ad hoc a little bit. So
I guess I'm gonna use my animal handling because it's like I only have very limited proficiencies. And inform them that I need their help and that I need to cause a distraction and I want to make a swirling tornado of dust.
Jesus. It's gonna be like Return of the King with like Aragorn coming back with the army of the dead. But it's just a bunch of bats. Like everything looks hopeless and then just over the hills.
Go ahead.
It's just a ton of bats.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
$21.
Alright.
Sons of
Right.
Gondor, of Rohan, my brothers.
Yeah,
I
it's
see
like
in your eyes
it's
the
really,
same fear that'll
yeah.
take the heart of men.
Yes, it's very epic, but for everyone else, it's a nonsense.
She's like, yeah, I'll release you from your curse, whatever. Like, just make a bat tornado.
As you kind of screech out and you try to get these bats onto your side, you kind of get the notion like through your circle of the shepherd and kind of like that kind of influence that you already have over creatures and just kind of the nature of what you're asking for. You get the impression that they're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds fun.
I'm so
Like-
excited to make a twista.
Why not? Like, sure. And so, like, even over the sound of your guys' cacophony that you're like roaring through, I'm imagining, you know, like just like one grinding stop to try to like figure out a new place. You hear this giant screeching horde, all of the fluttering of the wings just starting to over this like 300-foot radius. There's all of these bats just like coiling into each other and tornadoing through the city. And Lolly, Panther, as you guys are moving through, it's sort of like causing all of the attention towards that. And so, Nameless, as you've kind of inspired this tornado through the city, you see that like all the people chasing the two of you, Philip and Liam, there's this distraction. They're like just like totally not paying attention to you at the moment. So this is giving you guys advantage on your next thing. Lolly, Panther, it's very similar. Like a lot of the people that kind of like were zooming around, and the guards that came over to like see the commotion and saw the footprints are now distracted by this giant tornado. Batnado.
Batnordo. Oh yeah!
Batnado. This Batnado that's happening in this like city block. Now you have a chance to kind of get away. You guys both have advantage on your next checks. So we're gonna start with you guys actually, Setlali and Panther. Also, Nameless, just to clarify, you would have had to then also go to the entrance after that. Like, so you successfully convinced these bats to like go do this thing, but now you've had to make your way towards the entrance because you have to trust that your friends are going that direction.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's cool. I was gonna go with him and like tornado away, but yeah, that's cool.
If you did that, you would be left behind. Is my point.
Oh no, I thought I had to like be ready for like another round, so that was my plan. So that's cool. It's good to know. That's the moral of the story.
Cool. Dude, it's all good. It's the day is changing tonight, so it's just gonna be, what it is. It's all good, man. So Lolly, Panther, what are you choosing for your skills?
Acrobatics.
I got Panther, don't worry. I just was...
I want to parkour all over the buildings.
Okay, but like what's the nature of the of why you want to do? What are you trying to get up onto the rooftops?
No, because that would ruin Panther's plan of being in tune with me. Although technically I don't know that, but I really just don't want to be on the ground anymore since I have friends.
No, that's great. That's like pushing off to the building to like try to get above and like try to run through the city tops instead is great. So that would actually be I actually have to call that athletics.
I'm just not proficient in that.
Oh, are you proficient in acrobatics though?
Yeah, that's why I specified that it was that specifically.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear acrobatics. All I heard was the parkour. So I didn't...
Oh, sorry.
No, that wasn't on you.
It was me crying while saying acrobatics since I failed my last one.
And then Panther is going to... He's actually going to use stealth this time. He's going to try to be like... He sees what you're doing, or I guess he smells what you're doing. He can't exactly see. But
I'll let him know. I'll
like
whisper to him. I'll whisper, I'm about to parkour the shit out of these buildings.
I don't know what parkour is.
It's French for wall jumping.
What's France? What? Also, how did I know French to France? What?
It's you want to for...
Ask Nerith about it.
Yeah. Actually, they would know here. You could actually... There's a long book about
This is the France of here. France is the underdog.
So anyway, it smells the same.
I'm imagining the size of the escargot you could find in the Underdark now. Like,
more like Escar, stop, please, I've had enough.
Escar, go to the neighbor's house because you got leftovers. Let's see.
Escar, to go bag, please.
So stupid.
I'm gonna roll now.
yeah, Panther's using stealth. That's the moral of the story, is that he's staying on the ground. He's just gonna try to move through. God damn it. Alright, advantage, don't forget.
Okay.
I must eat trays.
I don't understand.
He has stealth though, correct, Chelsea?
Good question. I don't have his sheet up again because I was looking at my own.
Oh, then I can. Then
I got it. That's right. It's like not that hard. It's just yeah, +6.
Thank you. An 18, he succeeds. And Setlali?
I got a 17.
That's a success. Way to go.
Yay.
I'd say yay for sure.
Yeah.
You passed. What are you talking about? That was
My dice hate me today.
just because you don't get over a 20 doesn't
fast.
mean they hate you. It just means
Yes,
that you
it
have a
does.
really high bonus and like you still got a 17. But yeah, using the rooftops and the kind of you're noticing the guards moving through the streets and trying to like as they get to the edge of your the way where you left your footprints last, they're like you see them just getting confused, and then the swarm of bats like start to like accentuate they start like their circumference gets wider and wider, and so the guards just like ditch that plan entirely and just start going after the bats a little bit. And Panther moves through. He's just keeping low to the ground and pushing through. But you guys have actually now nearly towards the entrance. All right, Liam and Philip, your turn.
So
Got any ideas?
we're just trying to now start heading towards the entrance, right? So what
Trying to move towards the entrance, but you still have these people on you. They're getting distracted by the bats, but they're still like on you. So what do you want to do to get back to the entrance?
I was thinking maybe like a survival check to try and find a good route that'll get us towards there, but also have enough turns to try and lose people.
Okay.
But my survival's sublimely average.
You're proficient in it though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I can probably bolster that with insight, and I could try to read the movements of people to like figure out like where it seems like which streets are probably going to be empty,
Yeah.
like where it seems like people are going, where it'll be hard to get through, and just kind of read like the movements. Like, okay, this is probably the areas we should be avoiding.
I like it. Okay, roll with advantage as the bats swarm around the people and kind of like block the path between you two. Swarms moving up and down, and dust is everywhere.
I just want a tornado.
Thank God that was with advantage. Okay,
Yes, same.
22.
17?
It worked for her.
Yep, it just barely passes. Right? You guys succeed. You guys succeed in sort of taking all of these things and taking distractions and moving through. Liam, with your kind of guidance and you're checking around and you're bobbing and weaving through like some side streets and things. And Philip, you're kind of keeping attention on the main thoroughfares and saying like, okay, we should avoid this direction. Let's try to go this way. Liam, the calculations moving through. You guys have now all collectively got towards the entrance together. And as the tornado of bats continues to move through, you're noticing that there's alarms going off everywhere, right? Like for the past 10 minutes, this thing has been like alarm central throughout this city half, and they kind of there's shouts as you guys have been going through the city. They're kind of like they're trying to match your direction, but they can't because you guys are bobbing and weaving through everything. But they kind of you see them still forming, probably still about 10 minutes behind you, like because they have to run. But they are gathering stuff. You hear scraping, not like boots against stone, but you hear like scraping of something on the ground. And like looking back at your upward angle down at them, they're still moving towards the entrance, but they don't. You know, you guys are pretty confident that they didn't like track you specifically. They just are heading towards the entrance. From your vantage point, you see them. A few of them are on these like bipedal lizards. Like they have a saddle and they have like these like claws in the front, and they keep moving forward. And they've got these, you know, they for conceptual appeasement, they look kind of like velociraptors. But, you know, they have these feathers, and the plumes are all different colors. Like, these feathers are kind of, like, accentuating certain parts. So there's, like, green, and there's blue, and there's red. As you guys are basically at the entrance, Are you guys waiting on anything, or are you guys just gonna go?
Is the gate open?
Well, again, remember the gate was a thing that you had to like pass through. It wasn't an actual like opening or closing. This was a thing that you had to like physically move through the gate.
Wait, it's not something we had to pass through, but something we physically had to move through?
We walked through it. It didn't open. It was like a wall that we ghosted through.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
Well,
I'm
I
a
would
bat
just move.
still.
is,
We
is,
try walking through it.
is there room over the gate, or is it like
No,
built
it's
into the...
it's you know built into the wall.
Okay. We got lizards after us. Let's see. What do I still have?
So, Lolly, because you said you were going to try, like as you put your hand to it and you're pushing, it's like resistant, and you feel like you'll have to try something to push through it.
Oh, so the gate won't just let us through.
It's not letting her through currently.
Did we recall this being a thing on the way in?
No, it was
We
not.
walked through it. Yeah, guy just like.
You had guides at the time.
Yeah, guy just walked us through.
Can I echolocate and see if I see like a special like door?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check. This is not part of the skill challenge. This is, arrested.
I rolled the same number both times, and that would be a 24.
Okay. With that, you do notice that there are certain sigils on this side that are active. Upon entry of this place, you wouldn't have noticed them. They are carved into the stone at your feet, and they weren't lit up. These are now lit.
I'm gonna try and interrupt the sigils by casting Dispel Magic on one of them.
Even as you just cast on one, the entire floor powers down, and as your hand is on the wall, Setlali, it like kind of pushes through a little.
Okay, so that was not a very strong enchantment.
Yeah, let's go. I'm out of 3rd level slots, just so we're aware, and I have 1 2nd level slot left. But let's.
How far behind us are the lizards?
By this point, like that kind of like looking to see anything particular or trying to find like something, and then the spell itself probably 8 minutes, 7 minutes behind you.
Okay, so
the lizards are like they move closer to like Setlali speed.
Okay.
They're like as you look back, they like jump.
So they're not
They
within
have-
like 60 feet.
Huh?
So they're not within, say, 60 feet.
No. They're not anywhere near that, but they're starting to go up on the rooftops. These things jump from a standing position like 40 feet up, and then they're massively big jumpers.
Is there any reason not to just ride through this?
Oh, let's ride. Let's go.
All right.
Again, technically, as you all push through, Pangolin can no longer drive through this terrain. So you're not going to be able to move as fast. However, we have now re-entered our skill challenges. You are all back together. Nameless, you're still a bat, but
Yeah, I'm regretting that choice, but
why? You got Batnado out of it.
yeah, no. Here's the thing. I'm here for Batnado. I cannot wait for it to be a full-length feature film, but I don't know what to do now. Am I allowed to do repeats of the same checks? Not looking for bats, but like, can I use an animal handling or perception or survival? That sucks. I literally only have 2 more things I'm proficient in.
Most of the
Okay.
ones I have left are tools. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do.
I don't even have those. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about
Oh,
to
I
be
should have
color
used
creative
vehicles
with what
while
I
we
got
were
left.
still able to ride.
Yeah.
So, let me put it a little bit of in context for this, right? So this is, you guys have hours to get back out. You Nameless do know a general like feed back to like what your guys' route was. But currently as a bat, you can only direct through your physical motions, right? So what this skill check is going to, like what the skill challenge is more about moving through these spaces quickly, because the more failures that you have, the more lost you guys are going to get. These are still winding tunnels and different paths, and so it's going to take a little bit of extra work. However, these extra tunnels could potentially take shorter amounts of time. You guys only went through a few of them, so who knows if there's an easier pathway. So I'm going to open it up to you guys. What skills are you wanting to use?
I will use my insight to see. Well, that would be perception. To just kind of like keep my eyes out for any tunnels that might look. Well, no. I'm just gonna use my insight to just make sure I'm keeping my eye on Nameless and like always being able to catch her movements.
Right, these are group checks too, right? So like if you want to keep your insight on making sure that we're following the correct path because Nameless kind of knows where she's going, and you kind of keeping the entire party moving on that way, I would accept that. That's totally
it. Yes.
You can totally do that.
Perfect, because that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Let's see. I guess in that case, so at this point we're getting off of Pangolin and going on foot. Yeah.
Yes.
I guess what makes the most sense is just athletics to run quickly.
Yeah, I mean, like you can even use athletics to like help Pangolin move through, or like you're trying to help other people like get through quicker and help the pace of the thing just keep moving along.
Vaulting people up. Like,
yeah, exactly.
high
Like
steps and stuff.
you're climbing up and you're lifting things as you're lifting Panther instead of trying to tie ropes or whatever. Like you're moving through.
Yeah, because I also could like shoot the arm out to grab onto like something higher, grab somebody, and
exactly.
like,
So like that's
fly up with them.
That's you pushing through.
yeah.
Miles.
I'm going to definitely use my Arcana, and I'm going to what I'm going to do with it, and this is going to blow you guys away. So using my enhanced skill with Arcana, I'm going to. Magical tinkering. I'm gonna use my Arcana skill, use magical tinkering, basically, as we're going, be like whipping rocks down other tunnels. We don't want to pass without a trace on us, do we? Because Nameless is still
She's a
bad,
bat.
huh?
She's still technically a bat.
I'm gonna be whipping rocks down other tunnels that are going to make noises to draw people, to try and lure people away from us and into those tunnels.
Fucking rad.
I assume that we confirmed that we're all here at this point. Like Setlali and Panther are like.
Yeah.
Right,
We're moving through, and I'm considering it like they're still invisible, but like you guys are. Yeah, there's awareness of everyone's here, and you know which bat is Nameless. We'll say for
Okay.
right now.
And right now we're just following the bat.
It
Basically.
has a jaunty hat. No.
Yeah. It's like it's askew. It's, rad. That's a really cool use of Arcana. I will. I will allow it.
It was
because
the plan all along.
You attach magical tinkering to it. It's great. I think it's great. Go ahead, Nameless.
I don't know because it wouldn't really help me. But what I wanted to try and do was see if there were any like rocks that were like hanging down that like use my nature skills to see if there were like looser rocks that maybe I could try to like hint at somebody to like knock them down to help make the path harder like as we were going. Like I don't know,
Yeah.
Liam throwing a
That's
hammer
exactly. You could totally do that.
That could tie into my athletics. I could shoot my hand up and like.
And
tear
that's
those
the
rocks down.
that's the point of these skill challenges, right? Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
No, it's fine.
overspeak. Part of this is not what am I doing for me. It's what are we doing together. So yeah, for sure. Like you using your nature check, you could totally figure out which one, and especially with your echolocation on top of that as a bat, you can figure out which stalactites are actually the weakest. And so as you're moving through, you kind of coordinate through some some little and there's enough wherewithal with Philip. Yeah, because Liam's a little distracted doing his rock tunnel thing.
I didn't know if it was like the next one, so I was just like.
No, it's all one, right? You guys are all doing something to like push forward, and so
if we want to, if this works, or even if it doesn't, I could use Mason's tools to try and help to try and do something like this further as well to just keep it up. So if this works.
And so Lolly, like with you keeping your insight, that's how I was gonna say is like your insight on the bat's movements and things basically tells Philip like I think she wants us to do something. I think she wants us to hit, and so like it all kind of bleeds together as you guys pushing through and trying to run beyond. At this moment, I'm gonna say Panther is no longer needed for these skill checks. It'll just be the four of you guys. So yeah, go ahead and make your rolls. We have Lolly with insight, athletics with Philip, Arcana on Liam, and nature on Nameless. Nameless.
23.
23. Very good. Lolly.
25.
25. Awesome. Let's do.
Finally.
And then Philip
16.
and Liam.
12.
Alright. So, as you guys are pushing through, Lolly and Nameless, you guys are like, sorry, you're not doing the actual hitting of anything, but you, between the two of you, and you're like using Philip to help move through. He's kind of like semi-distracted, trying to push a couple other things. So as he's like shooting up and trying to bash some of these things down, there's a moment where the two of you think that you're about to get hit, and you just dodge to the side for a second. It is creating the pathway is becoming harder to move through from behind you, but yeah, there was a couple of close calls there, and as you guys get closer and closer to that room with the what looked like the egg, right? I remember the thing encased in it. As you guys are getting closer to that room, and Liam, you've been chucking these, you've been trying to distract and like push down these other things. There's this one tunnel where you throw it down.
Oh no!
And you hear. These claws dig into the ground, and you hear 2, 4, 7, 8, and this giant serpentine body like comes out of the shadows. This electric blue. Go ahead and for me, real quick, Nameless, roll me a nature check.
Good distraction, Liam. This is a good. Yeah, we send this after them.
We might.
Natural
Give me a second.
1.
A natural 1.
Hilarious.
Pretty sure that it is.
But maybe
alive.
with advantage because I'm a dragon. Sometimes. Oh no, I assumed it's a dragon.
Yeah, sorry that it's not a dragon.
I just like dragons.
I know,
Is it a
but,
snake?
Like, I fucking love. I mean, because I'm a dragon sometimes. It's like. Oh.
I don't know. There's a
I'm
lot
all
of reasons
animals.
why this
I mean,
every
isn't
time.
everything just a different kind of dragon if you think
Okay.
about it? Aren't people just flesh dragons when you think about it?
That's pretty sure the flesh dragon is an adult
Everyone, please roll me a dexterity saving throw.
But
toy.
it
Plus 4.
Thank you.
tis a snake? Question mark, or just like a serpent?
It's a serpentine
Feet.
body with 8 different legs.
Oh, so I couldn't
And it's
cast animal
moving.
friendship on it. Got
It's a
it.
crab snake.
Oh my god.
Does not seem like a snake.
Well, yeah, but like, because I could be like, hi, now that we're friends, there's people chasing us.
Right. Alrighty.
Bye,
Nameless.
everyone.
Nameless, did you also roll for Panther?
It did, yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, what are those rolls for me, please?
17 for me and 14 for Panther.
Okay. And Setlali?
You said we get the +4 because we're near.
Oh!
Yeah, everybody gets the
18 for
+4
Panther.
because
So plus
And
4 to all
20.
those numbers.
so 21 and 18.
Yeah.
33. I got a natural 20.
Very nice. Philip?
7.
Liam?
Pangolin, 24.
Okay.
I got after the +4, I got a 10.
Perfect. Okay.
It's a good thing I have a lot of help, he said.
Lying.
Lying.
You think you're low on health? Oh god.
All right, so those who failed, which would be Liam and Philip, and Panther got an 18 at the end.
Yeah,
Panther
with
as
the.
well. Yeah, Panther
Glad that
as well.
+4 helps somebody.
You all take 14 points
Okay.
of electric damage as this
That's lightning damage, yeah?
yeah.
Only
lightning,
people
sorry.
who.
I'm
Only people
resistant to
who.
it.
Then people who passed take half damage, so only 7
Got it.
points of lightning damage. But because you pass on a dex saving throw, you take 0. So,
I actually resist lightning damage.
yep, so then
So-
7 to you.
Alright.
Nice.
I fall out of the sky and am no longer a bat.
Wait, it had like 1 HP, 4 HP.
I had
like,
1
you're like,
HP.
You're like on
I
a
catch?
stalactite, just like hanging like, hup!
I catch Nameless and she's just floating in the air.
She lands, she lands. I'm not gonna, it's not very high ceilings again. Like, this stuff has been kind of like 20 or 25 feet at best. So, like, a lot of these tunnels are just larger, but, like, they're snaked through. This thing seems like it's taking up the space of this room. You guys aren't in the egg space yet. You guys are, like, close to it, right? So, what would you
This
like
thing
to
was
do?
Like an offshoot tunnel, or
Yeah,
where's-
it was in an offshoot tunnel.
Does
I
it
have a
look...
skill check I want to try.
Oh god.
Okay,
It's-
so give me 1 second. What I was going to say
Okay.
was, I want to hear your skill check. Are you guys going to try to keep running, or are you guys going to try to confront this thing? Is your guys' kind of choice at the moment, but what's your skill check thing that you want to check?
I want to try making a vehicle check, have Pangolin, like, basically run right up in this thing's face, get its attention, and try and lead it down back towards the tunnel.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. You guys don't leave the skill challenge this way. This means you guys are going to continue to run. Pangolin then has to stay behind.
Yep. It's alright, we probably won't need him. Alright. Come on, my dice have hated me. It's fine, just roll.
This
Just do
is
the
going to be a
thing.
solo skill check. This is not part of the skill challenge failures and successes or whatever. But this is just to
Okay.
see if it distracts them enough to put you back onto the skill challenge track.
19.
Okay.
Plus
What's 19 altogether because of the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing. I'm sweating because of the heat and fun.
I do have something else that could help if we end up needing it.
I
Sorry,
know.
everybody.
Good for you.
I'm having a good time.
My
I'm
last.
running out of skill checks.
I have
Same.
1. I'm only proficient in 4 skills.
Oh, yikes.
I have persuasion, religion, and vibe left.
Okay. This is insane. This is great. Alright, so Pangolin does his cool transformer bit, and it's basically like Pacific Rim. It's a kaiju battle with this like mech, and he's starting to like scrape at it, and the Behir just is like starting to try to bite at him and try to get him. He's this huge creature too. Like he's not small. He's just he's this long serpentine body. And so Pangolin's just like trying to step up to this guy, and there's this moment where Pangolin says, "Go." And transforms into his motorcycle and tries to like it's not easy terrain, but he pushes forward. And fuck, my headphones are out. And then and he drags him back down to the hole, and it chases him. And you hear the metal scraping against the stone, and you hear the creature just like screaming after it, and you see one last like this lightning bolt basically light up the hole as you guys turn to keep moving.
That's my boy.
Should we pass without trace from here on out?
I don't see why we are not at all very sneaky, but if you would like to, sure. I feel like it...
I guess it doesn't really matter if we leave tracks as long as we get out of the Underdark, right? Like, they probably won't chase us past the Underdark.
Probably not.
I mean, also, if it's a worry about outside the Underdark, I'd rather use it when we get outside of the Underdark, because then my skill, I don't have the ring of extending anymore. So like,
Okay.
I'd rather when we get out be able to hide then.
Okay, let's just schmoop then.
All right, you guys are in one more skill check. One skill challenge. You guys feel like you guys are close. Once you hit this room, this egg room, you are not positive currently. It's been. You guys have been running for a while. You guys kind of take a moment to catch your breath for a second as you are about to start heading back upwards. It's been close to. Sorry, it's been close to about 4 hours of running.
Thank God Setlali's in more shape than I am.
So you guys know for right now that like you guys are pretty close given the distance, like relative, like nameless to you, like relative distance. You guys probably only have about another half an hour left of your journey to get back to even the entrance to the Underdark. So basically back towards the entrance of the mines.
I'm gonna use my persuasion to pep talk everybody and keep their energy up as we're on the home stretch.
Okay.
Do we get inspiration? Are we inspired?
I wish, that'd be so cool.
We've
We'll
never
see.
have we
You know
ever
what?
used inspiration dice?
You know what?
No,
Go
never
ahead
had
and
an
roll
art
yours.
to.
Go ahead and roll yours first and see if you're
Oh my god, I was kidding, man.
roll and then give a pep talk.
Sons of Gondor, of Rohan, my brothers.
And sisters.
Bats of Rohan.
16.
16? Okay.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Everybody just wants
that's a
me to shut up.
failure.
Alright. It's fine.
So there's like breaks in his speech. He doesn't really make a lot of sense.
I'm just gasping a lot.
Yeah, there's run, have good speed.
It's
Good.
hard.
Good go.
Godspeed, even.
Good go.
All right.
Nice try, everyone.
I'm gonna use my final skill of religion,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to ask Dolora to protect us
You're
and
gonna give
get
a
us
prayer.
out of here.
You're gonna say
Yeah.
a prayer. Yeah. Say
Yeah,
a little
for
prayer for
you.
you. Yeah.
For you, for
Go
all
ahead
of
and-
you.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh boy. Oh, Setlali.
That's why this is fun. This is why this is fun.
22.
22.
It's a great prayer, y'all. You don't even
No,
know.
you feel a lightness to your chest. Like not only has there been a better feeling since the devil's been gone, but right now you feel a strong connection. You feel like an answer to a call.
Is the hand back?
And the rest of you, there's this kind of like the guiding light of Dol Ra is upon us.
That's usually my thing.
Liam and Nameless, what do you? How are we getting through this last leg of the journey?
I'm gonna use my leatherworker's tools. So during the break, I'm just gonna like kinda, make sure
Can I ask
I
you
do
real
what
quick?
I.
Can I ask you
Huh?
real quick? Do you have
Yeah.
an investigation as proficiency?
No.
Okay, never mind then. I was under the impression you had investigation. I was like, why aren't you using it? No. All
I have a
right.
decent investigation because it's intelligence, not proficient.
What are you-
I'm
so-
gonna use leatherworker's tools to do what I can to make sure people's clothing isn't gonna chafe during all the running.
Make their ascent more comfortable. You
Yeah.
got it. got
Keep
it.
our energy up. Not
Go ahead and roll.
less-
Go ahead and roll.
19.
People feel pretty comfy. Nameless.
I am going to use my athletics check
Okay.
to do a really cool somersault while I cast Erupting Earth. Can I
Roll your skill check.
But I want to be the last person out. I'm going to be like, somersault in, cast Erupting Earth behind us to close the tunnel-ish, kind of. Or make it difficult
Okay. All right.
terrain. Ooh. This is the best somersault you've ever seen with a 21.
It genuinely is a really good somersault that ends in this like, as the rest of you kind of like shake it off, and Liam, as you give kind of adjustments to clothes, and Sitlali as you say your prayer, and the rest of you push forward.
Philip's still trying to give a pep talk while I'm just like adjusting his outfit. He's like, and we can do it really good. Oh, you don't talk like this anymore. I'm sorry. I can't not.
When I get tired, it comes back.
So I mean, it's like it's taking you more effort to not do that anymore.
Couple drinks in him and he'll slip back every time.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just like all of my southern friends,
Oh.
apparently. I don't.
So, a lot of you, after making the difficult terrain and like most of the tunnel entrance like kind of like crumbles in on itself because of it. There's still a way to get through, but most of that terrain has now been caused to be difficult. And so now you're pushing through the last leg. You guys have had a long day. This is after 9 hours of travel, so this has been an additional 5 by the end. As you come back towards what you know in your distinct knowledge of geography as to be the entrance back topside. The air is clearer, it's not as thin. You are back at the entrance to the energy.
So we're like at the mine area where like they're mining? Or like we at the very beginning of the mine?
No, you're not at the very beginning of the mine. Like, you guys are still below. Remember, you guys had the two
Got it.
guards,
Two
and
guys.
then there was the extra.
Now I feel like I will now cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna try and sneak up mineward.
I assumed. I already did it.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, yeah,
We're not in
let's-
skill challenge mode anymore. Yeah.
No, we have left that.
Okay.
You now have
Perfect.
access to all your skills.
Thank God.
Bless. Let's sneaky sneak.
Way to go, you guys.
All right. Yeah. I mean, we're probably not gonna be able to successfully sneak past these two guys, but that'll probably be fine.
I'm still invisible. I could poison spray
Oh
them.
no, it's been 5.
Oh, no.
It's been 5 hours.
Just
You're
kidding.
super not. You were only invisible
Just
for the
kidding.
first hour.
JK.
All right.
I could still
so-
poison spray them. That part still stands. I just walk up and go, "Foomp."
I think, depending on how things went, we might be able to just walk out of this place now. We'll have to see.
Stepping back up, even with the stealth. Taking a breath. Had you guys had to move any longer than that, probably would have been some exhaustion going on. You guys are feeling the end of a day coming toward you. It's been a long one. You're stepping up. Another like 15 minutes go by. And as you crest the place that had the 2 guards, you don't hear anything. You don't hear any speech or anything. You guys haven't stepped up into the room yet, so I'm, giving you the option of what you wanted to do.
You say we don't hear any speech or anything, or we hear like nothing?
You don't hear anybody talking. You don't hear. It doesn't. You can't tell if anybody's in the room just by sound. Is what I'm trying to say.
I have one more use of invisibility just for one person.
You guys currently have. You guys still currently have Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, I think let's just take a quick peek in there.
Yeah, let's have someone sneaky do it.
Yeah.
I have stealth of 3. But I also have a bangle, but I don't think we're outside, so it doesn't count.
You do have Pass Without a Trace, so you'll get a +10 to the stealth check.
23.
23. Kind of keeping low to the stairs and just peeking your eyes out. No one is currently in the room. You see a chair there, but nobody's in the room.
I let them know that.
I walk
Alright.
forward.
We go.
Yeah.
We go.
Alright, this could either be very good or very bad. Yeah.
I knock the chair over.
That's,
Just,
That's
just belligerence, or
she's just trying to maintain her alignment.
Yeah, basically.
I'm
Right.
chaotic, bitch.
I'm chaotic. You don't know what I'm gonna do next.
You kind of step forward. You guys going back up the next set of stairs, finding the right tunnel, and as you get about halfway up the tunnel, you remember sounds of mining would still reach here. Currently, there's nothing.
Yeah, definitely very good or very bad.
okay. We thought that we thought potentially these people were being like bedeviled, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we fixed it and they went home to their families. Or
Yeah,
something.
the
That's what I
very
think.
yeah, the very good thing is that all this is fine and we can go get the kids back home. The potential bad thing is once we killed the devil, Arwen made a move.
I'm sorry. How do you know that?
We know that she was hanging out with Palos before.
Yeah, why are you assuming she made a move? Nameless is asking this because I'm mad. I know that you didn't say that, but I'm getting mad about it.
Well, because if she became aware when he died, she would know where we were. So just saying it's possible she's waiting for us up here. So let's just be careful until we know for sure.
Good a day to die as any. Let's go.
I'm not happy.
Well, this might be our chance, right? Let's just be
No,
careful.
I don't have any spells left, so if I did this, I'd die, and then I just did all this for nothing.
Okay, so let's be careful then.
Moving
Alright.
forward carefully. as a group, can I get a stealth check? As you guys are retreating.
Let's get ready for that
Are we
disadvantage.
outside
Let's go.
No, not yet.
I want my bangles to count.
Ooh, okay. Nice.
Well, you still get a partial bonus.
No, I don't think. Do I? Let me check
Yeah.
that, because then I totally messed that up last time.
No,
Oopsies.
it gives you a partial bonus, and then if you're in,
Oh, lit! I
Yeah.
totally had better. Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
It
I
gives you a
thought I
better
did. So I was
bonus
like,
when you
I
were
was
out.
doing better last time when we were doing the stealth. I was like, was I cheating? But then I was like, okay,
No.
now I feel better.
Yeah.
Like, oh, of
Nope.
course, Panther.
You're just proud of him or mad at him?
I don't know. We have a very complicated relationship.
All right, Liam,
17.
25.
25. Nice.
I rolled double
Set
15.
Lolly,
33.
33, and Nameless and Panther.
33 and 30.
Why are you mad at Panther? We got a 30.
Because he rolled better than I did. I only did as well because of my bangle. Which he gave to me, I know. Listen, we have a past.
You mean you and your dad? Yes. Shut up. Yes. I mean, yeah. I
Oh man, this is great. You guys break through the next entryway, like right up the last set of stairs into the mine proper, where you guys kind of like skirted over before. No one is in the mines. There is a distant sound coming through the entrance, the main entrance of the mine. You guys came in through like the little sluice tunnel.
Cricklet.
Yeah,
Cricklet?
but there is a main entrance where you're starting to hear some noise. It sounds like talking, but you can't make out any of the words right now. Not that it's like in a different language. It's just like you can't parse out what's being said.
Do we sneak out or do we go towards that?
I think we should go out, Cricklet. I think coming back here and trying to figure things out, or like seeing if we can help us, good. But as Nameless pointed out, we're all barely hanging on. I think we sneak out, go home, come back in a bit.
Okay. And we don't have Pangolin and Flanagan this time, so it should be easier to get through.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
Can I do a perception check to see if, like, the mining tools or, like, the mining equipment looks like it's just kind of been dropped, like, mid-process?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Can I give her an advantage on that with my proficiency in mining tools? Oh no, it's Smith's tools, never mind.
I cast guidance on myself.
Mining is just smithing rocks.
It's pre-smithing.
Didn't have my
It's
guidance
kind of
out
masonry
one
tools, too.
second. I wasn't expecting to guide myself. Oh, okay. 16 plus perception. Oh, okay. 24.
As if you don't have a +4 wisdom and proficiency in the skill.
It's that starting with the
Forgot.
16 was ever a bad thing.
You can't infer why, but there is a bunch of tools on the ground, just kind of at different places. You also see that some of the machines are just still running, with no one operating them.
Maybe we go up and go, oh my gosh, what happened? And we act like we were bewitched too, and then we just sneak away.
As you
What?
pointed out a few months ago, I'm not a good liar.
If our
I
plan is to
don't
sneak
see what
away.
advantage that gives us. Like
I'm
the
just saying
Smith's
if
way
we
was a
get
decent way
caught.
to sneak in.
Oh, if we get caught. Okay.
Yeah. Because it looks like maybe they. I think we should still sneak. I'm just saying if someone catches us, we could be like, we were stuck down there too. Whoa.
So, Creeklet. First. Or...
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Okay, Creeklet.
Sorry, I was a step ahead of if we got caught.
Cool. Perf. Perf McGurf.
All right. So, I was just laughing at what was happening. Go ahead and everybody give me a stealth check to move through the sluice tunnel.
Outside, inside.
You are still inside. You will
'Kay.
eventually be outside.
Come on.
Just checking.
Liam,
14. Yeah.
Philip?
12.
Set Lolly,
26.
26. Nameless and Panther.
Math is hard. Give me a second.
Me and Philip are literally trying to sneak while doing patty cake with metal gauntlets.
I should just take off my armor so I don't
That
get
can't be
disadvantage on
right.
sneaking.
No, I guess it is.
I
but
should
it's
just
not.
make us armor that won't give us disadvantage on this
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
Just go get a bunch of mithril.
So I am 38 and Panther's 21.
Okay.
I hope that's a high enough roll to carry us.
It's hard to move through this tunnel. It's mud. It's sludge. It's hard to be quiet when you're in as heavy armor as you two are in, and having to move through like thigh-high mud. So it's like, and there's just times where you're just not able to really keep it quiet. As you guys get to the end of the sluice tunnel, everybody give me a perception check real quick.
Oh no, they're waiting at the end of the sluice tunnel.
Oh,
Shut up.
that's not a good roll.
That's not a good sound.
That's not a good roll.
Same.
Woof. I keep thinking I'm proficient in perception, and I am just not.
I am, and it doesn't help because my wisdom is trash.
Liam?
10.
Philip?
16.
Set Lala?
20.
20? And
Not naturally.
I got you. Nameless and Panther?
12 for Nameless, 16 for Panther.
Okay. Set Lolly. Like, over the sloshing and slooshing of Philip and Liam, you're able to kind of parse out the sound of somebody moving, sound of a couple people moving in the bushes and trees outside. It's a thicket, right? Like, there's still a forest surrounding all of you, so there are a bunch of places that, like, you could theorize maybe somebody's trying to move through, but you're not getting any visual on them. All you were hearing was, like, what sounded like that. It could also just potentially be animals. You're not positive.
I let them know that. I say, hey guys, I'm
Alright.
hearing things up there.
It's outside the main tunnel, right? So it's it's not going to be much farther beyond you. You've got a part of the sluiceway. Remember, is like you have to squeeze to get out, and so it feels like it's kind of like just beyond that, where you were seeing the trees and things.
Should we
They're
just
in
go
the
for
trees?
it?
I guess so.
The sound is coming from outside, as if something is there.
This time I'll
Not-
really try and be sneaky.
So not like it's like in the trees per se, but it's just from the area.
Yeah, just from that.
Okay.
area.
I
There
mean,
could be, but there's no discernible way to determine that from this distance.
I just wasn't sure if it meant like, oh, there's people hiding in the bushes, or if it was like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can really do except move out.
So you guys gotta squeeze through, trying to make it as quiet as possible. It's not really roll worthy because it's not the easiest thing. It's also not like distinctly loud. Who'd be going out first? What's
Sure.
your marching order, essentially? Nameless? Okay. Nameless, as you...
Oh, I said not sure, but yeah.
Oh,
I'll
all I
go
heard
first.
all I heard
No,
was
because wouldn't you
sure.
have been
Okay,
in...
yeah, I was gonna say like
Sorry.
I'd probably be.
I mean, it makes sense if I was leading for the bat, but I didn't think I was in the front.
I'm
No, you
usually
weren't.
the.
Because you
Yeah,
did
okay,
the thing.
Philip.
Yeah.
Philip.
All right.
All good. That's what we're just parsing out.
Just figuring out who's gonna take this opportunity attack.
You're pushing out.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Your armor class is 20?
Yep.
Technically, when you wield a shield, it's 20. But when you're not wielding your shield, as if... I'll allow it. I'll do
The shield is welded to my body.
20.
I am the shield.
You take 5 points of slashing damage as two javelins hit you hit at the ground next to you, and one just slices your leg.
Javelins do slashing?
Maybe it's piercing, but I'm just I was thinking like spears.
It doesn't.
like-
It doesn't really matter. I
It's
was
more just
surprised,
like
yeah.
Sorry, I was just trying to flavor it, but the one off to the other side missed, but one hits you for 5 points.
Okay. Do they look? Do they look like military grade weapons, or do
Yeah.
they look like? Okay, cool.
Yeah, they look like military grade weapons, and as you step out, the spots where those came from were from the trees and hit you, and from in front of you, 10 soldiers, basically like come out of the tree works and come out of the bushes, and then kind of stepping around a tree, just bravo, just delicious work. Steps the figure of Arwen. 5 soldiers on each side, 2 in the trees. And that is where we will take our break. Come back in 15 minutes to see where this shapes up.
I'm tired for our characters. Like, I feel so exhausted for them.
It's gonna be great.
See you
Yep.
soon.
I have no
Well.
spells.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Natural Ones. As we start our second half. Philip, you stepped out. 2 javelins have landed at your feet, military grade. Before you stand 10 soldiers on the ground, 2 in the trees, and Arwen. Druid, murderer, and schemer. She looks to you. You see her kind of angle her head, the red hair, kind of wild and crazy, kind of.
I just take a nap. I'm just gonna lay down. Just be like, I always wanted to go in my sleep. Just lay to curl up in a little ball.
They don't. Yeah, they're not. They're not currently. They've got their weapons out, but nobody's making any specific movements at the moment. And Arwen looks to you, Philip, and just. You seem out of breath.
The ventilation's not very good down there.
You bitch.
Yeah, I just like destroyed your autofocus too. That's a chaotic alignment.
I forgot to say, but the moon is out. It is night, and Chelsea Nameless does feel the power of the bangle. Sort of like there's these slight, like almost inscription to your skin, where the bangle kind of like meets, rests on your arm. There's like this additional little runes around your forearm as you're wearing it.
I have a dumb question. Does that mean it's now waxing and or waning?
It was the same one that it was.
So it's the new moon.
Yes, it's still the new.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just that like as you're outside under the actual moonlight, it's starting
Got
to like
it.
give it an additional effect. That was.
I mean, so we as a group had thought maybe we wouldn't have time to like just head on back. What if like we distracted them by having them not be able to see us?
Well, you don't have time to make this plan with any of them, so you cannot talk further about this. If you want to do something,
Fair
you
enough.
can do something. But Philip, you are, and all of you within the cracks of a wall. If you want to do something, just let me know. But currently, you are paused there unless otherwise stated.
Do you want to go back, or do you want to fight it here?
Oh, I don't want to fight.
No, not that's spoken quietly to the people behind me.
Okay. All right.
We don't have much fight left in us.
All right, then I'm just gonna keep looking forward.
What? Nothing? No. Nothing? I mean, you all ruined so many people's plans, and yet you have nothing to say for it.
Can I insight? I want to look at these soldiers. Do they seem to be fully in possession of themselves, or do they seem to be charmed or enchanted?
That is more of an Arcana check than an Insight check.
I guess I was thinking, like, did they seem like they were moving like the guards that we knew, like, Palos had enchanted versus the...
They don't look like that.
Okay.
They look normal, but, I mean, yeah, if you wanted to know if they were enchanted, that'd be more than They don't look zombified, you know, like in their movements.
Okay. No. What brings you all the way down here?
Seems sort of personal business, but you already know, don't you? Yes, you've ruined, and she sort of indicates to you've ruined these people's lives. You step in and adjust them as you want.
I can hear this, right?
Yeah, you can all hear it.
Yeah.
She's speaking to a lot of you. She's yeah. She says,
If all these people's livelihood depended on all of those people being under control of a devil, glad to ruin it.
So you say, and so you believe. That's fine.
I mean, what? So we went down, we killed a devil. Those people were working, apparently stopped. I didn't see them stop working, but the fact that y'all are here, all we did was kill a devil. So obviously that irritated you.
Yes. Great.
Cool. Great. Happy to do it. Your spear want to do it? Your spear want to do it? I'm gonna step out. I'm like, I don't have it in me. I don't have it in me. If we're doing this, do it. I'm done. Happy to have ruined your plans.
As you step out, I'm just going to say this one thing. As you step out and kind of do the grand show of it, there is a reaction of like weapons, and she just kind of waves it off. They're still trained, but like she just kind of, you know, she pauses it for the moment as you finish what you're saying.
You worried? Not to the guards. Look at me. Look at the state I'm in. You're afraid of this? Someone gonna attack? Whatever's going to happen here is going to happen.
Can
you disgust me. The rest of you might. You can go. I'm done. I'm not, but you should stop me.
Going to, yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand on Liam's chest for a second. Does it seem like any? Is it possible to tell from just looking at these guards if any of them are the leader or commander? Like, or do they all seem to be the same?
There's not like a designation like that. They all seem
Okay.
Who
common
has the
foot
biggest
soldier.
hat?
I'm just gonna single out like whichever one is closest. Just want to look at them and be like, are the people okay?
Oh, they will be.
Was that our one that responded?
Yep. They don't seem to be responding to you. Not like they're not recognizing that you're speaking or whatever, but they're not the ones talking. She says, I don't understand why you would like to separate. You know what your situation is. I know what this situation is. So before we become too unkind too quickly, allow me to illustrate a potential. And she kind of just... And the guards just... eyes closed, fall down to the ground. Seems more like asleep than a death or anything like that. You kind of recognize it more in that vein. As the guys in the trees to the ground, but you know. And she steps forward a bit. She says, "Now we can talk as equals. Yes, I'm much less guarded. I am much less of a threat. All I simply ask is a simple exchange. You want to live. You would like to continue on with your day, and I would as well. I'd greatly appreciate the opportunity to fix, in some manner, what's happened today. You see, if you were to bestow upon me a very specific item, I know that the country of Pervasion would greatly appreciate it. You'd be helping me. I could then help you. By letting you live. By letting these townsfolk live. You drop that foot. You have. And she's kind of piercing through the crack to you, Nameless. She's, you drop it. And what more do we have to speak of? Kingdoms would be... Sorry, but kingdoms would greatly appreciate this. Does that make sense to you all? Are you tracking what I'm saying to you?
Just going to glance at Nameless for a any kind of sign.
No. I have all day.
You think that's impressive? I got all the rest of my life.
I'm gonna look at Nameless. What do you want to do?
I mean, in short, I want to kill her. don't really think we're up to challenge. But I don't know what it means if I give this back to her.
Do you want me to ask?
She's gonna lie. She's a liar. So, it doesn't matter what she says, unfortunately.
Well, I told you I wouldn't interfere into anything. That was your battle again. So, you just tell me what you want to do and I'm behind you, literally.
It just doesn't feel fair. I was so ready to kill her.
I know.
You know this stuff doesn't belong on this plane, right?
No, but I know about it.
She's working with devils who are trying to take over, who are trying to come here. Why would she listen to us? I'm talking as if she's not there. I don't care about her at all.
She's
why
tracking.
would she make a deal with us? Why would she keep her deal with us? She's trash. She's willing to betray her people, her entire plane of existence. Why would she not betray us? This person's garbage. I'll die on this hill. I don't trust a word she says. I can't. And I don't care. I'm tired. I'm done. I've done a lot. I'll go down here.
Is there anything else we can give you that isn't that?
No, she very...
I'm... Philip, let her speak to me. It's my turn. I asked her a question.
Oh, it's an interesting point. What do you have to give? You know, I could take a foot. That would be great. That is within a plan, at least. But if I were to have an entire helping of it, well, I could even do more with that. Now, that's a first and second of a long list of things that she indicates towards you, Lily. I mean, what you carry just on your person is interesting enough. Or maybe there's something bigger, something more delicate, something more precious to you. It's up to you. See if you can pique my interest. But know this. There is no leaving here without an exchange. And if it's blood, then so it will be.
What is your end goal? Exactly. What do you gain from this?
It's an excellent question. What do you gain from stopping me?
Well, maybe not having something that's not supposed to be here just floating around in the arms of an evil lady person thing, whatever the heck you are.
What I want is... it seems so amorphous and malleable to you because I don't feel any attachment to this place, this world you call home.
Great, then go away. Like, I don't understand. You have no attachment. What is attaching you? Go away. I don't... Leave. Go somewhere else and do something else. And I don't know. What if you have no attachment? Because it just sounds like you do have a lot of attachments. Like you have something that you really want to do. So just tell me what the hell you want to do or get the fuck out of our face!
This world is bound. Yes? It's constrained. It has limits. I come from people who know no such limits, who desire no limits. Ours is a chain of a long line. 3 sisters appraised, aren't they not? Yes, for all that they did, everything that they provided this world. It's laughable. They didn't help anything. They cheapened it. We're going to make it the way it should be. Because you're right. I have nothing. No attachment, no love for this place. But I would love to feel that. I want that. And I will do what I must to achieve that. So, you could enjoy this world. Boundless, endless. The animals you so joyously protect would be free, no longer constrained to the whims of man. The destruction. She looks to you, Liam. She's, your technological wonders that you create, what are they for? They're for yourself. They're to make something beautiful. That's what I want to do. I want to make something beautiful. And there are people in this world who can help me do that. Who agree?
So if I understand this straight, you think you are more powerful than the 3 sisters, or I guess better fit for to I don't know, decide what this world deserves? Is that what I'm gathering here? No, it's simple yes
Why
or no.
not?
I don't need a scoff. Yes or no.
Why not?
Why so? Because by your logic, then so are we.
Yes. Exactly.
So then let us decide what the world deserves. Go make your own.
Fight for it. Then.
Well, then don't be a freaking coward and find us when you know we are at our weakest.
Don't
Find us
speak
when
to
I am the strongest. When I can kill you. When I stand a chance. You are being weak. You are sitting here. You know what we just did. So how dare you? You want me to fight for it? Give me a fighting chance.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, my heart. I'm sorry if I blew out the speaker, anybody. I felt that. I'm so sorry.
We will fix it because it's
I was
beautiful.
violent.
It's the 4 Diet Cokes. I think that's what it's.
I am sweating. I think it might be all the caffeine. Or it's this persuasion. I don't
have
have it.
never related to you more. I'm just...
A 17.
17. All right. I'm imagining you just like pushed out of the wall for this, and like you couldn't like.
Actually, before
I went through so she could come out.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but what I want to happen, I meant to say this before, and then I just got really heated and I didn't say it. But before I say, like, you're a coward, I would like to have casted Misty Step and get right up in her face and shout that at her face so that she feels a spit on her face. Her!
It's very good. It's very good.
Oh, my hand is shaking.
I actually,
Same.
I know I was getting lost in your thing too. Sorry, I need Setlali. I need the four of you. Setlali, Nameless, Philip, and Liam to make perception checks for me real quick.
Oh, God. Good thing I got on
Dave.
the roll, though.
Oh, nice, Liam. That's all.
Sure.
17.
Sure.
And then
Dirty 20.
just Nameless, not Panther.
13. Sorry, I didn't know who you were pointing to.
No, it's all good. Setlali.
21.
21?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you Misty Step right into her face as you're spitting this. There is a recoil from the proximity, but not more than just a reaction to being right there. As you spit this question to her. I'll make sure to bring the big guns then. And you see her. Actually, I have to do one more roll.
Oh, no. Sorry, guys.
And she just turns around and walks to a tree. And as she touches the tree, you see Panther from one of the trees next to her try to like leap down and pounce on her, and she vanishes through the tree before he gets to her.
We should go before they wake up.
I'm sorry.
I don't... Honestly, I was about to do the same. But I thought...
We should.
Yeah.
Yes.
You see Liam like put the hammer back down on his pistol and put it away. When she asked if there was anything else we could trade, I was like 10 seconds away from shouting lead and just.
I wanted it to be your decision.
I mean, here's my thing. I don't really care about this foot. I don't really know much about it. I took it because you guys wanted it. So, I guess I didn't want... I don't know. I don't want it anymore.
My concern is if she had it, it would just make her stronger. In some way.
Great. Then Liam, I throw it to Liam. Use it to make us stronger, because she's coming back.
You got it.
And I walk towards wherever the house is, because I don't want to be in this spot anymore. Y'all can follow me if you'd like, but I'm gone.
I want to at least take a quick glance at the villagers. Just to make sure they're not, like, slaughtered or something.
We heard talking.
Yeah. I just want to know what we should tell the kids.
It's just there's a quick jaunt up the hill.
Yeah.
As like you guys surveyed the land the first time is not hard. as you look over the quarry itself in the adjoining town. You see fields. You see a swath of soldiers on their backs, and you see the townsfolk sort of like unbinding each other. Seems like they were tied up and put towards the center of the town, and the soldiers had kind of been surrounding them, and so now they're like unbinding each other and getting each other out of their the stocks and stuff. But the soldiers are currently just all laying on the ground, seemingly unconscious.
All right. I think they'll be. I think they'll be fine. We should tell the kids to keep distance for another couple days, but if things look normal, they can probably go back. I don't think Arwen's going to hold them hostage anymore. Let's follow after her.
I'm gonna suggest we go home first, because I can't do the tree walking thing right now.
Right. It's on the way, right? It was
The
like
home?
Oh, the town.
where the kids are. It was like
kids.
between.
Yeah, the kids is on the way back.
I
home.
thought
When
you
I said
meant
when I-
follow her,
You meant
like
nameless.
go to.
Yes,
Oh,
I meant
I'm
following
gone.
you. I meant following you, her. Yeah.
I'm gone, you right, okay. Not me.
Quick enough during. As you descend the hill, you do see one or two of the soldiers like groggily stirring, but you press on,
Yeah.
heading towards the Riv Thalor, burnt and destroyed town of Nameless's past. Ew.
He was rubbing salt into the wounds.
Yes.
That's what that was. All right.
You,
I thought it was very clear.
as you approach the little town, the little village outside, I am going to need one thing from you guys. Can I get a Constitution saving throw from a lot of you as you guys make this last? Again, it's the middle of the night as well, by the way, everyone.
Oh, maybe we should rest in this town.
We got
It's only an hour to the Riv Thalor, and then it was an hour back to the home. So it's
Okay.
right near
That's fair.
Philip.
yes, yeah. All right, Liam.
14.
Okay. Nameless.
I'm getting Panther, but.
Oh, okay. Set Lolly.
25.
Philip.
7.
I'm an 11, and Panther is a 23.
So Philip and Nameless, you both take 1 point of exhaustion as you get
Tracks.
towards the end of the.
I was gonna optionally take it at that point.
Shocked.
Just makes it even better that we didn't continue to fight.
As you guys get to the small town, all the everybody's asleep. So you wake up their like main leader, who's like like has a knife in his hand as you approach it, but he's just takes the information about the village or about the town, the mining town, and agrees that they'll kind of look at it for a little while and then make sure that they don't unnecessarily go there. Are you guys making the last hour to mansion?
I would like to.
Yeah.
All right. go ahead and roll me one more Constitution saving throw. With one level of exhaustion, both you.
Oh yeah.
Both of you. It's not on ability checks. You guys don't have a disadvantage on saving throws yet, so it's just one roll.
Oh, well, the first one was the worst one, so.
Liam.
18.
Setlali.
26.
Philip.
15.
15. Alright. And Nameless Panther.
12, 17.
Alright. So Nameless, unfortunately, you do take another point of exhaustion as you all reach the mansion. It's been a very long day.
That tracks too.
But if there's nothing to discuss before you guys sleep.
No. I look at the kids and then I go to sleep.
I'm already in bed.
I'm gonna summon Flanagan and just have him in the house before going to sleep because I have the spell slot, so I might as well get him back.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I think we just get to our rooms and collapse without even...
I assume that I have food and drink in the house, that I could get my level of exhaustion during this. I can only get one level, I understand, but...
Well, that's long rest.
Yeah, it says recover one level of exhaustion. So I'll still be... I'm at 2 levels. But I have food
You
and
would
drink,
still be
right?
at... Well, yeah, like you guys...
Okay,
yeah,
I assumed,
that's
but
all.
I didn't know if I had to, like, say that, but I was eating beforehand, so I wanted to make sure.
It's kind of a, you guys have been gone for... Don't anybody hit any buttons just yet.
Oh,
You guys have been
butts.
gone for a while, so yeah. Okay, what?
She's gonna come to our house. Oh no.
All right, Liam. First off, can I get a charisma saving throw?
His best one.
Sure. 15?
15. All right.
Is this while we're all still together, or?
No, this is during the night. You
Okay.
guys have gone to sleep, but I'm just saying don't hit the button yet. You're having very odd dreams, Liam. Feels purposeful, though. There's this energy to it. You've been having these dreams recently, and they don't necessarily sit well. As you wake up in the middle of the night, you've been hearing the sound, this rhythmic hammering. Just key ko ko key ko ko key ko ko, and it gets louder and louder, and as soon as you wake up, you have a band in your hand, and you're about halfway through building one of those little holders that you've been building. It's not finished, but you've got to kind of like... You're kind of able to... And there's this moment as you recognize that you're awake. Inside that rhythmic hammering that's still kind of going in your head, you're hearing words from a familiar voice, and you're trying to place it, and it just says, "Work the ring, work the ring," in that same rhythmic pattern. And as you kind of like that first minute of waking up, that like, is this reality or am I still dreaming, come to your focus, the rhythmic chanting stops.
All right, I'm gonna set what I'm doing down, and I guess head back up to bed, for now.
Nameless.
Oh.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, butts, and I'm tired. That doesn't do anything
Oh, you
to
don't.
me, though, for this
yeah,
one.
you're good. You're good.
And this
But I do
unironically
it
is actually
slowly.
what you
I'm speed half.
My, yeah.
11. Oh, wait, wisdom saving?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard charisma. 18.
18. You. And then there's this pull, like a magnetism, a gravity to your sleep. You feel like you're being pulled down. This constant weight, chest, stomach. And in your sleep, you're fighting against it. You're trying to fight through it or around it. But it seems to kind of just encompass your whole torso and just be pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. You feel like you're being compressed. And there's this moment where your vision in your dreams, like you're passing through colors and gases and all these different feelings and mutterings of past of your life, which becomes a new life, someone else. And it's towards the end of this dream, walking through fields, meadows. You don't feel nameless. There's something else in your chest as you kind of eventually break the gravity and get set down onto this meadow. And it looks familiar. It seems similar to you in some way. Kind of looks like the fields that you flew over in a skyship. And there's this moment, again, you don't feel nameless. In the back of your mind, there's something. And a small hand, grabs your pinky. And as you look down, there's this child, this small child next to you. An elven babe. Doesn't seem familiar to you at all in your life as nameless. But for whatever reason, you know instinctively that this is your child. Your name is Cadley. It's fluttering, this memory. Hazy in and out. It's her birthday. And as you wake up the next morning, there's a battle in the first minute of waking up. My name is Cadley. Where's my daughter? My name is Cadley. I'm nameless. What am I talking about? Sit lolly.
No.
All right.
No.
If you don't want to
No.
even try your saving throw, then like great, perfect
No,
for
I'll
me.
try it. Tell me what it is. Which one?
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ugh, okay. 16.
16. Very cool. Very cool. During your sleep, you're getting like the pins and needle. And so there's just this moment where you can't fall asleep. Your whole body just feels prickly. You just don't want to do it anymore. You just don't even try. You sit up and you walk out the door of your room and you head upstairs to the library. And you just want to read. Just something. Maybe you can trick yourself into sleeping again. The whole time your body is just pins and needles, pins and needles. You can feel your fingers. But it's uncomfortable the entire... You can't focus. And there comes a point where it feels like a pull. A thread to your heart. And you step up. And as you turn, no longer the library, but just the door. The front door of the house. And the pull continues. You step forward, sort of unthinkingly drawn. Take the door latch in your hand. You turn. As you open it, a wave of heat, humidity, balm, and smells of papaya and fresh fruit. You step forward. It's a sprawling landscape. The sun risen high. And as you're walking through the trees, the various different kinds of culture and flora and fauna, you're feeling and hearing that thread feels very similar to the heartbeats, the key, the essence of energy that you've been taught how to feel and notice. You're feeling the living things around you. They're old. Very old. The earth that you stand on, the stone and the ground and the dirt and the grass that you move through is old. And as you push past some of those trees, you look up, and there, a volcano, a giant mountain. And as the sun stays in its position, it falls from the sky into the volcano as night overtakes it. And there's steam rises from the volcano. A great trembling in the earth. And it erupts. Not only does this volcano erupt, it shatters the very rock and earth of the volcano. It's not spewing from the mouth, no. It has eradicated the being of the volcano. Pushing ever forward towards you. A mountainous wave of ash and fire and ripped earth bashes into you as you wake up. Philip, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
25.
Okay. You dream stream of wild scents, blood and bone. There's a taste to the air, a copper taste. You're moving, you're moving. Blinks become deafening. There's this movement to you that is breakneck. You're pushing through bushes, trees, underbrush. The scent of that copper, that taste of blood and bone is coming from you. You look down, your hands soaked in it. You can't find your way home, but that's what you know you're doing. You're looking, you're searching, trying to find some sort of center or some sort of neutrality, and as the blood drips to the floor, the forest floor, a very gentle, small hand reaches out to you from below, and you turn, and ROI looks to you with a guiding hand. It says very plainly, "Allow me." She guides you through the rest of the forest, and eventually you come upon your father's, his church. No one's there, but she sets you down. She takes water from the troughs and the basins. She takes a cloth and just kind of wipes the blood from you. And as she cleans, the stain that this would normally leave is just washed away. And she continues to, because you're kind of head to toe in this viscera and darkness and growth. She's taking it away from that stain. And she takes your shield and wipes it clean. And as she hands you your shield back, she touches in a sort of reverent manner, touches the wood of the church and looks to you and says, "Our mistakes are washed with each new day." This is not, and she points to the church. This is not a mistake. It is a cleanse. Holding your hand in her, as best she can in hers. What a world this wouldn't be without you making mistakes. And you wake up. You may now all take a long rest, as well as level 12 for the three of you. Yeah, I guess you'll go up to 13. Yep.
I asked. You said that's how it worked.
The four of you wake up in your separate ways. Breakfast is being served by Ark. plain yogurt with oats and honey and cranberries.
I sit
Nice.
down.
Sit down at the table. Have the half-finished thing in my hand. I'm gonna need to figure out what's going on with these.
Yeah, I'm also gonna sit and eat. Yeah.
Perhaps I've forgotten, but what are those?
I mean, we've been doing a lot lately. When I got this stone for my new eye, I lost some time. I think it was with a conversation with the lodestone under Harrow, and since then I've been making these in my sleep sometimes. I woke up midway through this one last night. I think I might need to go have a conversation with a rock.
Well, it's gonna take us a while to get back there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll finish the set before then.
Well, that'll be a good conversation starter.
I just wanted to take a moment. I perhaps lost my cool yesterday, to put it mildly. I know that I was valid in my behavior, but I still feel like I should say sorry because I feel like I've signed you all up for a death sentence, which I know you all are gonna say like it's no big deal because you're you. I have a tendency to let Arwen kind of cloud my judgment a little bit. I tried to stay back, but I had the lucky rabbit foot. I hate that saying.
I'm glad you did, what you did was probably the only way we'd get out of there safe. And I'm happy about it. That said, pardon my underdark, but part of me really wanted to see you fuck her up.
That's not Underdark.
It's a meta joke, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's a good callback, and I completely forgot it.
Well, look, either way, I think what you just did was the smartest possible thing. She's gonna regret fighting you at full strength.
Yeah, the way I see it, you saved my life at least yesterday because you know me.
Yeah, he was about to attack her, and he still has his parents.
Another callback. another.
Another callback to him being an asshole.
I just, I know, I guess I'm not apologizing for my behavior. I know I did what was right yesterday. But what I'm trying to say, last time I lied to you all about why I went to Colenth. And what came in my head was I want to maybe help Colenth do whatever they're doing so that they'll help me. And I'm being honest with you now because I wasn't before, and maybe one of you will, she says looking directly at Setlolly, will help me not do that.
So you want me to try to talk you out of having Colenth help you kill the woman that killed your mother?
No. Well, yes. But no. I want you to talk me out of not killing you all. Not
don't think you
directly,
do that.
obviously.
She, Panther speaks it. She means not getting you all killed.
I put my bow away.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that's
that.
what I meant. Yeah.
She's not gonna kill anyone.
I mean, I beg to differ, but yes. Okay.
At the end of the day, if the three of us and Panther go with you, it's not you getting us killed. It's us helping our friend. And you all just helped me. So how could I even try to talk you out of letting us come with you?
Oh, I am not trying to talk you of coming out. I want you to come with me. I just want to enlist an army. Because if she is going to, bring the big ones or whatever she said, I would like to bring bigger ones.
Liam's favorite phrase.
Well,
Bigger gun. There's always a bigger gun.
There is.
Other
Or
than
I'll build
Kalenth,
one.
did you have anyone particularly in mind?
I would also like to find Dracarius and enlist my dragon friends. But obviously, that doesn't have to happen right away.
Finding out that presumably Arwen's purpose is exactly the opposite of what Kalenth is trying to do. Well, one of the things Kalenth is trying to do is useful for that, you know. Also, it'll probably make finding Arwen easier in the future, as she'll likely be trying to stop exactly whatever we're trying to do. Yeah.
oh, I wish every mortal enemy we got wasn't somebody that we couldn't trust to keep the fight fair.
Well,
Either way.
Well, I don't plan on fighting fair. I plan on winning, and whatever that means.
Yeah. The reality is, I understand this is personal for you, but this is also bigger than that. We need to do whatever we can to make sure she isn't able to, from what I can tell, turn this plane into another hell. Whatever she's planning to reshape this into, it doesn't. Whatever her idea of a better world is, I don't think most people living here would agree.
I don't even think she'll enjoy it if she succeeds.
Yeah, for somebody that clever, she's very dumb. In that case, I should probably go see a dwarf about helping make me a big one. If that's the terminology we're using.
I'll be helping with that.
So, yes, essentially, whatever you think is best for helping fight Arwen, just let us know.
Oh, I don't know guns very well. I do have to go to college soon. But
That is true.
I hope that maybe I'll learn more there.
I guess our next step is figuring out what we want to do before we kill Arwen.
What about the lodestones?
Part of me feels like taking out Arwen is going to be part of that whole thing. Or at least she's not somebody we can leave while this is happening. Okay. I'm gonna go look into a few things. I'll be around.
Are you going to the talk to the Hellpikes?
In a bit, not right now.
Let me know before
I'll
you do.
I'll let you know. I'm gonna get up and walk out of the room.
I'm gonna go work on those owl saddles.
And
Oh, yeah.
dragon saddles.
Right. I'll make
Oh,
them so
man.
they're just the cut like size adjustable for owl to dragon.
I hope the dragons will be okay with that.
There's only one way to find out, and
We'll
it's the worst way.
practice.
Putting a saddle on a dragon without asking.
Woof.
So is anyone? So you were stepping out.
Yeah.
Where were you heading?
I was stepping out to the courtyard.
Oh, stepping out the courtyard.
Yeah.
Anything specific, or did you?
Yeah, I want to look out over the edge, like, to the forest, and want to see if I can place where about we are, and if any of this is recognizable.
Well, this is still far south, Jortenia.
Okay.
You guys haven't moved the house yet, so you guys are kind of still in the same location. You would reason.
I'm talking about less on a map, because I don't really know on
No,
a
I know.
map.
What I was about to say. What I was going to was it's like, it's not super familiar.
Okay.
As you guys over this past week, as you guys had traveled south, about 2 days in, it started to look more familiar.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go to the Expanse.
Same with the Expanse. Does anybody else want to? I mean, you're working on owl saddles and Nameless or Setlali. Are you doing anything? I know you're kind of just joking.
I'm gonna keep eating breakfast.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out the best way to do. I want to try and figure out who this person I was dreaming of is. I just don't feel like the library is gonna have it, so I'm just trying to figure out where the best place to go for that is. So, give me
Okay.
a moment.
You head off to the Expanse, Philip.
Mm-hmm. I'm walking out and vibing.
Okay. How far are you going to your usual distance?
Yeah, going to the usual distance, going until things kind of fade in around me.
Gaseous forms of the universe.
Yeah.
And go ahead and get. What are you trying to do?
Contacting
with this,
ROI.
with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
24.
Okay. Start to connect to that around you, the energy flowing. You feel like you have the opportunity to be heard.
I'm ready. It took me longer than I was hoping, but I want to carry this mantle. If you could just help me take this last step, I would appreciate it. I just need your guidance a little more. I'm sorry I haven't spoken in a while.
There's a as a wind, a warm breeze hits you. And those same hands softly over your hands. And just a very calm voice saying, "And it will be waiting for you."
Thank you. And I'm gonna head out. Yeah.
Like right as you're about to step away, the breeze continues as you walk back through the door. It follows you the entire length of your walk back to the door. And as you shut it behind you, that's when it finally stops.
Okay.
Nameless, did you have a thought on that yet?
No, I just
No,
like
that's fine.
I feel like the library is a cheat, and I feel like not a cheat, but I feel like I always go to it, so I'm just trying to look at the appendix.
No, that's fine. I mean, you would know a couple places, like there is the Grand Libraries of Bovasia, right? Like you've been there before, you know those ones. You also know that Sested has its own share of grand libraries, especially the college also as well. So like there are plenty of places that like are beyond just your mansion's library that you could potentially house for knowledge. You also know a couple of people who...
That's what I was looking more for people, but I don't know who.
On a roll of a dice, you have a couple people who are pretty knowledgeable as well as elderly. It just depends on what kind of vibe you're going for.
I guess like I'm looking for someone who can maybe teach me how to either, if they don't know who this person is, help me
Make sense.
maybe like
make sense of the dream.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, give me a second. Go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Not bad, I don't think I'm very good at that. Oh, that's right. I had started to level up.
It's all good.
History. 11.
11. I'll give you a choice of 3. In your head, Moral, Nerith, and the Dean come to mind.
Oh man, I'll go to Moral.
Okay. I was just trying to give you a little boost.
Yeah, no, I know, but I feel like they've been the one who's known the most. I just like don't really like them for some reason. We don't vibe, but I wonder why.
You make your way to Moral, and they have, they're kind of in the middle of their busier time. It's like being close to it's close to closing, so this is when most people like decide to come to their shop. It's like
typical
right as it closes, and as you show up, you're kind of like, hey, and Moral looks to you and says, oh, well, that is a surprise.
I would like to have your help, please.
Wonderful. Go ahead and wait upstairs.
Okay.
As you walk by them and head up, you're waiting about 30 minutes before...
But while I wait, can I secretly... Oh no, I'm scared to do that. I wanted to maybe look through the book, but I'm nervous. So no, just kidding. I'm nervous.
Okay, you don't have to. I never. It was not even in my descriptor. Anyway.
Yeah, but I know it's there. It was a big issue last time. So I'm just worried if I touch it, it's going to blow up. Okay.
So when they enter the room again, they come back to their desk and say, "Oh, what is it that I could do for you, Miss Lane?"
Well, the first thing I would like is you knew about Panther. And I was curious what more you knew about things like Panther. And then also I'm having dreams and I don't know why I'm having these dreams. And I would like to know, they're dreams of not me. And I'd like to know who they be.
Well, how about we tackle the first question first?
Okay.
All right. I know of Panther because I come from the Fey, Wild. I know of creatures and people like him. It's not foreign. It's certainly, it spoke to your lineage very distinctly. There's not many who do what they do. The wolves.
Yes, the wolves do not. But is that all?
No, distinctly, they usually have it through the Sylvain, so.
What are those?
Well, the Sylvain is a line of, it used to be of royalty. Back in the Sealy courts. Truthfully, they have some story that they are true descendants of of a sort of demigod line of Corellan themselves. Now, there's no corroboration. There's no.
Yeah.
It's a claim. It was a claim of royalty. We're special. Look at us, kind of thing.
Yes, they sound very special.
Yes, they do.
But maybe if I wanted to know more about them, is there...
Be able to... Yes, not many books here would have that, I'm afraid. It's not really a common thing in the material plane, and but there are songs, there are stories. Not many of this stuff is written down in the Fae. Many more things are sung or danced or experienced. Which leads us to your second question. How old are you?
How old are you?
I am... let's be kind and... around 350. How about that? But I look 220.
You look very great for your age, yes.
No. Yeah, thank you.
But now I don't remember, because I told you this, but now I don't remember if I have this remembered incorrectly.
No, it was... I know the number as Tyler.
Is it the number that I'm about to message you? Because I don't know if that is what I am in human years or if I'm in elf years, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know the answer. Oh my god, I can't find you. You're gone.
It's the only number that you wrote.
That's what I have down on my character sheet, but I feel like that's not right. Okay, all right.
No, that's right.
I thought
That's right.
okay, cool. Sorry guys, just kidding. I know my character really well, but I wanted to make sure, so I said.
No, time and timeline wise, yes, that's
Is that
what it
elf
is.
or human?
That's what it is.
I
It's
am
the same
19. I realize now. I asked that question and I realized the answer. I was like, oh, duh.
Yeah, it's not like dog years or something like that.
I was genuinely thinking that, but then I was like, that's not right.
And so they. You're awakening.
I'm going through puberty? Like, is that like what's happening? Is that literally what's happening to me?
You are beginning your journey of your past life. Jesus Christ, Chris.
Keep it on stream.
Damn it!
So let's take that one again.
No, that one is good.
No, if we have to leave in Chelsea's thing from earlier, we're leaving that in.
What thing are we leaving in?
Oh, I can't remember the.
Oh, was I
about
supposed
her
to leave? Was I
fingers,
supposed
her
to leave that in?
fingers in the hole or whatever? Oh yeah, the paper. That's what it was.
Oh, the Flanagan's Hole stuff? No, we're keeping that in for sure.
paper,
That's
paper,
fine.
paper.
That made me giggle.
Okay, so they said yes, you're experiencing your past. You, myself. She looks down to Panther, and him. Really, is it Dad? Is that you are living the lives that came before. From you. From your line.
So do I just, like, have them and that's it? Or am I
They can
supposed
be-
to do something?
Well, generally, your past lives will still tell you something. They inform your decisions of now. They're there to teach you lessons. They're there to remind you of life, of the importance of living. Sometimes they can be destructive. So just hold on to your very unique personality.
What if I don't? Does it go away eventually? Or do I
No.
change?
No, you won't. There's no fear of change. There shouldn't be, anyway. It just. You may lose something. But you'll gain something else. Wisdom. Essentially.
Okay.
It's a beautiful journey you're about to undertake.
I don't know if I agree, but I will try to take you at your word.
You really don't have anyone else to talk to about this, do you?
I could talk to him. We're on a little...
But you came to me.
Yeah, I did.
Never felt that return. But if you continue to have these dreams, and they are disturbing, there are meditations I could guide you through to lessen their intensity.
Do I have to sign your book for that?
Yes, obviously.
Oh. I do not think that I would like to sign again in my blood. But maybe we could, if, I don't know. Sometime.
Then I don't know either. We'll see. If you don't have any other questions, the two of you kind of
Yeah, that's it.
yeah. They kind of give you a little bit more of an understanding that like these things will probably happen more frequently as time goes on. Yeah,
Queen.
but just to be open to the experience. As you're like a minute from getting back to the mansion. Like in your head, you hear, "Ah, yes, good. I tried a little bit earlier, and you were hard to reach. Do you have a second?"
I have several seconds, but, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. I have the most curious bit of news for you. I happened to see your friend. Your... well, I suppose we shouldn't call him a friend now, should we? Out here in Bovasia, no less. Now, troubling most of all, you're talking to the Queen. Queen Tristram does not see many people very often. Now, this has given me pause. I thought you were taking care of this little problem.
We had to kill something else first, and that I just couldn't at the time. I will. I am. I'm doing that.
Well, I do appreciate that. Sort of interrupts some of the things that I was taking care of out here, if she remains.
Like, maybe we could form. I could help you somehow.
Ooh. That would actually be very helpful.
But you have to help me, too.
Have I not already? But please continue.
I mean, to that answer, I also helped you because you were trapped in a tower. So, I think we're pretty even for that one.
Yes, the even was me telling you where she... Let's continue. Let's get beyond this point. We're friends.
Oh.
Why would we... You don't owe me favors, and I don't owe you things either. We pay each other in each other's company. Let's say that.
Yes. Okay. I want to make sure that I kill Arwen without killing my friends. So, I want to be all-powerful like you. But, no. I want help killing her.
Well, lived a dream, you know. I am quite amazing. But that should be possible. Now, I have to warn you, I can't dip my toes too far into your business. I do have my own things to take care of, but I can help where I can. Like I said, she's here, in Tara. Seem to be sticking around for quite a while.
I don't like that place, but I will maybe be back soon then.
Well, guess I'll just keep you informed then.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Then, if I help you kill her, right? That's the goal. The end goal is to eradicate this. I will just need your friendship, your allyship, on one choice, one decision.
Do I get to know it beforehand?
Oh, yes, why would I not? You're my friend. Why would I lie to you? You must help
I
me
didn't
kill
say
the
you'd
queen.
lie. Oh.
Help me do that. I can definitely guarantee some safety. Now, again, this is not an ultimatum. I'm not saying I won't help you. I'm just saying, when the choice happens to arrive, whether or not she gets to live or die.
You'd like me to look the other way or maybe throw you a knife. I got it.
Oh, yes. As friends do.
As friends do, yes. Can I perhaps maybe get back to you at a later date? Do you have a better way I can get a hold of you?
Yes, don't be in your house.
So I just think, okay.
I told you, dreaming. Just thinking.
I've been
just...
having really weird dreams lately.
Like, is any of this for real or not?
Is this real or is this a joke?
Legitimately, just say my name in some fashion. I will come calling.
Okay.
You were all
I wish I
connected
had
to me.
known that earlier.
You guys touched the box. You're connected. It's fine.
So everyone
That's how
can
that
do
works.
this?
Oh, yes. You're just the only one who actually cares. I'm lonely. I spent a lot of time in that tower.
I understand that. But I'll get back to you. Let me just like think on it a little bit. I have to maybe, I don't know if I want to tell everyone that that's what I'm doing.
Well, that's not very friendly, but okay.
I don't want them to be mad at me for, I don't know, talking to you.
I suppose it's sensible.
I'll figure it out. I'm figuring out a lot of things. I'm growing. I'm going through changes, so I'll figure it out.
Sounds personal. I don't really need to know, but okay.
Oh, I meant life changes.
Anything, you feel the connection drop.
I meant physically. Like
yeah.
my body's changing. I'm having dreams about it.
That's the part that felt personal.
And see, I meant like personality. I was like, I'm growing, but I said changing, and that didn't work. Okay.
And then, having just had the conversation previous,
Yeah.
I realized
you really didn't
I was
have
like-
a shot at conveying this.
So good.
I go back to the house.
As you open the door, you all start to settle in. That is where we're going to call it for this evening's episode. Thank you all for joining us, and I'm glad we ended on that because that was a lot of fun. Those I didn't think that conversation would happen, so that's pretty fun. Please tune in next week to see our next rendition, and who knows, maybe by the time our rendition, I don't know why I said that, but
We're doing this episode again, baby.
we're doing it again. We're gonna try it again.
We're switching characters. Everyone.
Yeah. But
I'm
I-
set lolly.
as always,
She
I
sound
am-
like fucking the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka.
Oh god.
I
I
just
am
want-
very excited for this next part of the story, and I want to end this episode so that we don't continue to do this forever. But I don't know. This is taking some interesting turns, and I'm gonna have to think about some of this stuff. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and maybe next week we'll be all in person. Who knows, with vaccinations doing what they're doing. Thank you so much. Have a good night.